Hi guys, how are we doing? Welcome to another video, and in today's video I am going to take you guys through a typical back workout. Now obviously my typical back workout in the gym would be a bit different to my back workout at the moment with the equipment I've got at home, but I'm still going to go through a selection of exercises using a simple set of equipment that you can get your hands on easily enough. And actually the last video I just posted up, I spoke about all the equipment I've got. So if you haven't already, go and check that one out. And so I'm going to use the equipment I've got to go for a little bit of a back workout from my home. Now, this is going to include quite a lot of volume, lots of sets, and I'm going to finish up with a little bit of cardio punching my freestanding punch bag. Now, normally if you don't have much weight, I would suggest doing a bit more of a full body workout, and I would recommend that. But because I've got the equipment I've got, I feel I can still get a pretty decent back workout, even though I've not got a lot of weight. So make your decisions on it. If you want to do a full body workout, you can incorporate some of these exercises within that. Right guys, so without further ado, let's get into the back workout. So my first exercise is going to involve my home door gym. I'm not going to attach it to this door because it's a bit rough. I'm going to attach it to my kitchen door. And we're gonna go pull up crazy. Let's go. Okay guys, so with my pull-ups, as hopefully you will have been able to have seen there, I'm really focusing on time under tension, really making sure every rep is controlled and getting that nice good stretch at the top. I will vary my grip, whether or not I'm going wide gripped or close grip. The wider the grip, typically, the more of the lat you're going to get. So I work on that first. As you can see, I have wider hand sort of positioning. If I go here, I've got the inner ones, and then I've got sort of these here and these bits that I can use too for a bit more of an inner grip. So normally I will do sort of, it sounds a bit ridiculous, but like 9 or 10 sets on this, aiming for like failure. And sometimes, and I will do that now, I will even go up with a bit of weight as well. So I'll attach some weight using some bands and go from there. Let's get back into it. So when I'm doing the weighted one, I'll use my kettlebell. I have my band here that I just put through. And then similar to what you would do if you had a weight belt, I then just stick my legs through the band and it dangles. One thing I would say to be careful of, it's a band. So when you're going up there, unless you want to lose your manhood or womanhood, don't jump up, because this thing will be like a spring and it will shoot up after you. So yeah, it wobbles about a little bit, but it works and it's effective. So if you've got the equipment, attach it onto you and add a bit more resistance.
Started out with half and I flipped it into double. Started out with half and I flipped it into double. Said time again, we gotta go. Take on then I dash.
Woo! Okay guys, so I've just done about 9 sets on the pull-ups. Really trying to milk the pull-ups for as much as I can, because obviously I am my heaviest weight, I suppose. So I've done a number of sets on those, and I feel my back is a bit pumped now. I can feel that my lats and everything are engaged. So now I'm going to move on. What I'm going to do is I've got my resistance band, and I'm going to attach it to the base of my freestanding punch bag, because it's obviously heavy, it won't move. And then I can do some single armed rows. You can vary this, whether you go up higher and engage more of the shoulder, or you come down and you bring your arm down to your side and engage more of your back and your lat. So it's the next one.
Yeah, snakes around my grass, they want my dough. But I keep a 40, they don't know, no. Got the Henny, you get cold. Smoke on Reggie, that's a no. Driving slow-mo in the photo. Bitches ready for them photos. There's a lot of things on my mind, yeah. Stacking money like 365. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is
So yeah guys, when you're doing it, like I say, time under tension is really important. This is where a thicker resistance band would come in handy. Even though I've tied my resistance band around and I'm pulling on both sides, like my back is just too strong and I can just pull it too easily. But time under tension, make sure that you're really focusing on the contraction of your back and you'll still work it well. Right, a few more sets of this and then we move on. Okay guys, so I'm now going to use my dumbbell. It's not very heavy, but I have got all of the discs on it. And I am going to just do some one-armed rows. Really, again, focusing on that motion. And when you're doing it, really try and almost like connect your mind to that muscle. I know that sounds a bit weird, but when you're doing it, really connect and be thinking about that muscle. So you're not just lifting your arm up and down. You're thinking about that contraction in your lat and in your back. Right, let's do it. Straight into one-armed rows.
Digit dash up in my circle, you can roll. Only cash up in my vision and the south. Now I'm smashing on the model cause I bought. Hey, cause this cream, I'ma take the team. We gon' be hot, hot like steam. I just got the dreams, I know what you mean. It's all funny to the feet, I get 50 to my G.
Okay guys, so the next exercise we are going to do are some back flies. So I've made the dumbbells a little bit lighter and I'm going to hold them bending forward like I'm doing a row, and then I'm going to extend my arms backwards like my arms are kind of like wings, I suppose. Really get a nice good contraction on it and come back down again. You don't want them to be really heavy for this because I want it to be nice and controlled. So if you feel like you have to swing them back, you're lifting too heavy. Alright, you can also do this with the bands as well, so I can use my resistance band here if I wanted to, but I've got the dumbbells, so I'm going to use those instead.
Hey.
Alright, so the next exercise we are going to do is a lat pull down, kind of. I suppose it is kind of a lat pull down. You're going to need two things. You are going to need a tea towel, believe it or not, and you're going to need your resistance band. Now the tea towel you are going to use to hold your band up in place above the door. Now I know there are some resistance bands that have things that you can stick into your door frame to hold it in place anyway, and if you've got one of those then great, but if you don't, we can use a tea towel. Let me show you how. Okay guys, so you're going to have your tea towel fully out on the floor. Lengthwise, you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to turn it to yourself. Okay, so the open end is here. Now each side, each length, you are going to fold it over just a couple of times like so, and then the same on the other side. So 1, 2. So now you have 2 rolls, and then what you're going to do is you're going to fold this in half. Like so. Now before you do that, you want to stick your band, your band in the middle. So stick your band in the middle of it, just like so. And then you're going to fold this in half. And then what you're going to do is this lip that you've created, you're going to stick that over the top of your door, close it, and then you can pull down on your bands. Okay, so now that's in place and your tea towel is up, you can pull down on it and it doesn't go anywhere. Give you a bit of a closer view. So the bit that you have folded is on the other side of the door. This is now trapped in the door is shut, and now you can pull down and the door is keeping it all in place. So now that is in place, you can get hold of it with either 2 hands if you wish, or 1 depending on your strength, and you can do some lat pull downs. I am doing it on my knees because of the height, and I'm going to use one arm, I'm going to hold on to both and pull it down at my side. I will put my hand by my lat just to make sure that that mind muscle connection is there and I'm engaging my lat properly.
Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real.
Now, the one really nice thing about using resistance bands, especially for that exercise, is that at the point that you have fully contracted, the band is trying so desperately to retract and go back up to the top of the door that you have to really resist that pull. So it's really nice. If you haven't got one, like I said already, get yourself a resistance band. So there you go, guys. That is my back workout finished. And all using minimal amounts of equipment. And the equipment that I did use, if you've not already got it, you can pick them up fairly cheap on Amazon, or you can get them secondhand from places like Facebook Marketplace. Normally, people often pair biceps with back. Now, I'm not going to, because the last workout I did a day or so ago was arms, and my biceps really don't need any more work at this point in time, so I'm not going to do it. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to stick on my boxing gloves, and I'm going to do a few rounds just for a bit of cardio and to wrap my session up, get a bit of a sweat on, and I'm going to do a few rounds on the freestanding boxing pad that I've got. I'm going to wrap the video up now. I've done a video unboxing. If you've not already seen it, you can go and see it, so you don't really need to watch me do that. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see anything in particular, or you want me to break down any exercises, comment down below. And as always, guys, please consider subscribing. In fact, don't consider it, just do it. Just click on the little subscribe button, and you can catch up with all the things I'm doing. And hopefully I can help you keep up your fitness, lose a bit of weight, and keep exercising and keep healthy during lockdown or into the future with these home workouts. See you guys soon. Peace.